All right, so I just wanted to come on here and make a short video about Gorilla Technology Group before their earnings on Monday, March 31st. And if you're not aware of what Gorilla Technology Group is, I made many videos about them in the past, but a basic overview is that they use new AI technology to build what they call smart cities. And they help with facial recognition, with surveillance, with plate recognition, and they offer their solutions to the government, to retail investors, to healthcare. And it really is a growing idea of the smart cities and a growing company. And has been rapidly growing. As of recently, I've been vouching for the stock since it was at $5 back in November. And I think it still has so much more room to grow. And I think investors will see that during earnings. If you look at a basic overview of their chart here, they started around 5 till like December. They announced their first half 2024 revenues, which were extraordinary and exceptional, and that sent the stock price up all the way to $24. Consolidated a little bit for I think a month. It went back up. We got up to 40 before short selling pressure began to kick in, and they dropped all the way to now this 25 level, which we've been hovering at for a little less than a month now. And I think after earnings, it could easily get back up to 40. And a reason I say that is that, Gorilla's been they announced, I think, October 29th, 2024, they predicted a $72 million revenue, which would be great growth. And they also forecasted a $90 million 2025 revenue. And again, these are all predictions. They are not on paper. They're not, formalized. It's really just a prediction by the CEO. And that's really what earnings is going to give investors, that formal acknowledgement of how much they're making and how much they're forecasting, because for a growing company like Gorilla, those numbers would be huge. I mean, you're talking about getting to potentially $100 million in earnings in 2025. They're still growing rapidly, and they're signing these partnerships, and that's really what's setting the price up. You look back, this was recently, March 13th, they were named the exclusive partner for a $100 billion fund, the Global Edge Fund, which would, I think, set aside around $20 billion just for Gorilla Technology Group. And again, that's a huge fund. We're talking big numbers here. And for such a small company like Gorilla, only $500 million market cap, a little less than that, that is big news. And that also raised their guidance to $110 million. And this is all stuff for 2025. And this is all stuff you're going to see in these earnings that come out on Monday. And as of right now, I mean, if you look at the estimates here, we have around $72 million estimates here for 2024, but 2025, you still only have around $100 million estimates. If this number really is true, $110 million, potentially higher, and you see a little more than this 72, just because it says here the projections don't account for any of the projects that were signed. And, you can see the projects account for a little bit more than 72 million. You see that $75 million hit. This stock could really soar. I'm talking 40 levels easily, just on Monday alone. Because, as of right now, it's been consolidating around the 25 level, but I think this is it's a very secret stock. Not many people know about it yet. Not many analysts are following it yet. They're starting to gain a little bit of investor attention, but, not much. So I think these earnings could really get it mainstream. This is a growing company that's projected, has 75 million in 2024 and is projected 110 million. And then 2026, you can see it rise to so-and-so. So, this is a rapidly growing company and a rapidly growing industry of this smart city idea that's never really been employed before. So if you have not bought yet, please buy now. You will not regret it. This is probably this may be the lowest it's going to be ever. I mean, 25 is just an absolute steal for such a growing company. It's been consolidating a little bit. Investors are waiting to hear what these earnings are going to be like. But Monday morning, when you see those drop, you could see the price go up to 40. And the small chance it goes down, I'm saying buy more. I will be buying more if it goes down for whatever reason, whether that's, weak guidance for whatever reason that the CEO wasn't telling the truth. But most likely he was, and investors will be happy with what they see, and they're going to see it go to 40 and to 50 and to 100 and keep on growing to a multi-billion-dollar company. Again, keep in mind, CEO set the prediction for a $10 billion company by the end of 2025. I 100% think that's possible. They're signing billion-dollar deals at this point. Their revenues are growing faster than ever. Their transition phase in 2022, which is when you saw, this huge drop from their IPO to like $2, is over. They could easily get back up to this level, which is where they are priced at originally a couple years ago. And you could see the stock continue to grow. So if you haven't invested, invest now and just wait for those Monday morning earnings and the earnings call in the afternoon. And I don't think you'll be disappointed. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you've invested, if you haven't invested, why you have or haven't. And hopefully everything turns out well on Monday.